Okay, so Rachel's just spotted that Beth sounds a little bit gurgly, and she's done a suction all the way through. So the next thing to check is whether there's enough air in the cuff. So I can hear a bit gurgly through Beth's nose and mouth. So what we're going to do, always make sure before you do the cuff that you do a suction all the way through, because you're going to take the cuff down and you don't want anything that's sitting on top of the cuff to drop down to the lungs. So going to get this syringe, coming a bit closer Rich, to this. Going to get the syringe, empty syringe, and you're going to push it in nice and tight. Tend to hold it just to make sure it's nice and connected. And then I'm going to pull back on that, and then I'm going to let it bounce. So that has only got 3, so you measure to that line, and so the end of the cuff. So there is 3 mils of air, so it should be 3.8. So that high flow alarm you can hear is because the vent is recognising there's airflow, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to pull it back again, hold it at this position, and then I'm going to detach it. So that is nice and flat now. You can see that cuff is nice and flat. I'm going to turn the syringe and fill it up just with 3.8 of air. And then I'm going to connect it again. And now I'm going to slowly push that in. And hopefully you'll hear that stop in a second. There you go. And you can hear that Beth's also stopped gurgling. And then we're going to hold the syringe in nice and firm, because we don't want this to bounce back or change and let any of the air out of the cuff. So holding it in, make sure that make sure that all the air stays in, and we're just going to take it out. And then that is nice and secure. And they tend to go down now. This cuff tends to go down probably every day to 2 days. So if you hear it and you know it hasn't been done that amount of time, it's likely to be that. The other thing to watch out is if Beth's high flow alarming and you can hear gurgles as well, then it's likely to be the cuff straight away. So don't panic as long as you've checked that it's connected. Beth's head being back like at this angle can also mean that the airflow changes, and that can make the alarm, high flow alarm. But most of the time it's going to be the cuff, so always check that. Good.